Daryl Zero is a great detective, but at the same time a mysterious hermit, inhabiting a world created by his own rules. His flat seems to reflect his inner world of chaotic order, where everything has its place, but there is a general atmosphere of detachment. He spends hours working on his autobiography, and these monologues become a window into his mind, into his attempts to understand the world through the lens of his observations. Zero sees the world as a jigsaw puzzle where each piece has its own significance, and his genius lies in his ability to put these pieces together, realizing cause and effect relationships that elude others. That he carefully avoids any direct contact, preferring Steve Arlo to be his intermediary to the outside world. Arlo is the exact opposite of Zero. He is outgoing, eager to make human connections, and is annoyed by his boss's reticence and aloofness. He believes that Zero is missing out on a lot in life by refusing normal human contact. Arlo dreams of a family, of a normal job, but like a tethered dog, he keeps coming back to Zero, feeling responsible for his existence. When Gregory Stark, a millionaire in trouble, appears in their lives, it's just another task for Zero, another puzzle to put together. Stark, with his fake charm and habit of manipulating people, tries to appear to be a victim of circumstance, but Zero is not fooled. He sees through his mask of fear and despair, noticing the lies hidden behind his well-placed speech. Arlo, for his part, feels some sympathy for Stark, but he realizes that Zero won't play along. Zero immerses himself in the investigation, analyzing Stark's every word, every gesture. He uses his mind like a scalpel, digging deep into the problem, finding inconsistencies that would normally go unnoticed. He realizes that it's not just about a lost key, but something more personal, something that lies deep in Stark's past. He sees that Stark is not only lying to others, but also to himself in an attempt to obscure his true identity. In his monologues, Zero speculates on the nature of human lying. He sees it as a way to hide his own vulnerability, as an attempt to protect himself from pain. He himself has built a wall around himself to avoid pain, and now, by observing others, he begins to better understand his own motives. He sees that all people, to one degree or another, lie, and that these lies shape their lives, influencing their decisions and relationships. Arlo, watching Zero, feels increasingly lost. He is tired of being just a liaison. He wants to have a life of his own. He wants to be recognized. He tries to make contact with Zero, but each time he runs into a wall of aloofness. He realizes that there can be no friendship between them, that they exist in different worlds. Zero's investigation leads him to Gloria Sullivan, Stark's former lover, a woman who was wronged and rejected by him. Gloria is a complex character, filled with bitterness and a desire for revenge. She is not just a villain, she is a victim driven to despair. Her revenge is a cry for justice, an attempt to compensate for the pain and humiliation she has suffered. Zero understands her motives, he sees her pain, but he does not take her side. He remains an impartial observer, analyzing the situation from his unique perspective. Gloria and Stark meet face to face, and all their secrets are revealed. Gloria tells of her pain, how Stark used her and then threw her away like an unnecessary thing. Stark tries to justify himself, but his words sound fake. He doesn't realize the harm he has done to Gloria. He only sees his own suffering. He is incapable of empathy. He remains selfish even when his lies are exposed. Zero, as always, is watching from the sidelines. He does not participate in the drama, he merely records it, like a scientist studying a reaction in a test tube. He doesn't judge, he doesn't justify, he just observes and draws conclusions. He sees that all the characters, including himself, are entangled in a web of their desires and fears, that their actions are often irrational and contradictory. After the case is over, Zero returns to his ordinary life, his autobiography, his detachment. He continues to avoid contact with people, but now he has a better understanding of their motives. He knows that we all carry a bit of darkness within us, and that this darkness determines our actions. He doesn't become more human, but he begins to see the world differently, more clearly and more consciously. Arlo, in turn, realizes that his relationship with Zero will never change. He feels disappointed, but he can't just walk away. He stays by Zero's side, like a faithful dog who cannot abandon his master, Even if he doesn't appreciate him, he accepts his fate, realizing that it is his choice, that he himself cannot change his life. Point zero, however, continues to live by his own rules. He has no regrets and draws no conclusions about himself. He realizes that this is the only way for him to exist in this complex world. He is a detective who sees a world that others cannot see, and this knowledge is both his curse and his gift. Point zero is not a hero. He is an anti-hero. He is a man with his own demons, with his own flaws. His genius does not make him better than others. It only enables him to see the world differently, detached and dispassionate. He remains withdrawn, but he learns about life, not through participation, but through observation, through analysis, through his unique perception. And this is his life, his way of surviving in this crazy world.